Alright, now we're going to get into the handbrake installation for the Elite. Okay, now because I have the aftermarket wheel in there, it's a little different on what you'll actually be seeing, but it's pretty easy to get this apart. If you can see there, basically there's like an Allen screw that goes here, and there's an Allen screw that goes here, which is what this is bolted into now. When you look at your CSR wheel, if you're looking at it straight up and you look down upon it, you'll see those bolts there. Undo both of them, and then when you start removing the wheel slowly, you'll see these plugs. And then just unplug them and pull the wheel off, and that's really it. I mean, the wheel was very easy to take off. After that, when you set the wheel down, I kind of figured this out the hard way, but I finally did. And basically, to get to the buttons, to the board itself, is just these 6 Allens right here, and that's it. And then the whole wheel comes off. So I'm going to do that real fast, and then we'll start this again. Alright, so I basically got all but one of the Allens out, and the reason is I kind of wanted to show you this. You want to make sure that to leave one in, to kind of hold it in place, and then while you're holding it together, get that last Allen out. Yeah, I'll just get him out of the way real quick. Then flip the wheel upside down. In case you haven't figured out already, this extra black wire is mine, so that didn't come with the wheel factory. Gently lift this out. Now this is really tricky in this part right here, because you got this plastic jacket, and this jacket likes to bind up in the hole inside this plastic housing, so it will want to pull up everything with it. So be very careful when lifting this out, because you can see the jacket's holding still, but it's pulling the plug wires through it. So let's try this. See if I can get my hand in there. What I do is I'll shove the plastic down. Then I can feel the jacket now, that clear plastic jacket, and just enough to where I can get it to like right here. Don't want to pull it all the way out. Actually, you can't pull it all the way out. There's like a couple of screws in the back in there that are kind of like a part of like the strength of the housing for the wheel. In other words, just to leave those alone. Don't even bother taking those out. You got it right here to this point, then you're good. Let's take a look at this real quick. Hold on. Okay, you can see here where I wired to the button on the handbrake, and where the 2 solder points are. And this was actually really easy to do on this board compared to the Microsoft board. And that's it. Once you get, a decent, like the Microsoft board, you get a real thin, small gauge wire, easy to move on up through the hole, and you're done. That's basically it. Put it back together, and you got your handbrake working. Make sure, of course, you use a long enough lead, and wire it up to like the CSR sequential shifter. I don't have one of those. Actually, I do have one of those, and open them up. But there's plenty of videos online too. I mean, I'm sure I'll get a chance to try to do one on a regular CSR someday too. But that's basically all there is to it for the Elite. It's pretty easy. So the Elite handbrake wiring, there you go. Okay, what you want to do is when you're running the wires through the channel that the wires go through, you want to use like some kind of zip tie or something to move the handbrake wire that you have back through the channel, through the base, and then you'll want to take this piece off. So I already had most of the Allens, all the Allens taken off already, so just nice and easy. Remove it, set it off to the side. Now you'll notice that I kind of drill a hole in there, but that's for me, so you guys don't have to do that. I just want you to be able to see what's inside the Elite here. And kind of, this is a unique view. I don't know if anybody else has posted something like this, but I think it's a great way of seeing what it is and the technology that's used in Fanatec's wheels. It's pretty cool stuff. See, I don't really have much light available to me here, but You guys got a pretty good idea of what you're looking at here. So here we go. See if I can get that in there. But yeah, basically, when you shove the wire through the tunnel, it's gonna end up coming in through the little gap right there. Let me grab something to point at with. Let's see here. Okay, there's the wires will be coming through right in there, inside this hole. And once they come up through there, then you can see where the black wire, you can be able to run it out. Now when you run it out, you can actually run it in like right through here. So when we're going to put the case back on, so once you get the wire pulled through here, let me get this back on here. God, I'm starving, man. I'm going to get something to eat after this. I'm like starting to lose track of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, basically you just pull the wire through there, and it's a nice little open gap. You don't have to make any modifications to the shell or nothing. Just you got the wire to come out through there, and then you just install it to your handbrake or wherever you see fit, or your CSR sequential shifter. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Please post any comments, questions, any success stories. I would love to hear about them, and I really hope this information helps you guys out in finding a way of modifying your Elite wheel or your standard CSR wheel and enjoy drifting with an actual handbrake.